Hey guys, it's Chris Bate with Cheat the Game coming back at you, and today I'm just going to be playing around in the UE4 dumper that we looked at in our last video. And I need you to go over to Kraqur's channel. He was the guy that introduced you to the E4 dumper, and he has made a beginner tutorial on it. The last vid he made was specifically for me, but I thought it was so good I just put it on the channel. I mean, why just repeat everything he just did in the first place, right? But go over there. He's got a beginner's course on there, and he's come out with some new, and he's updating it constantly right now. So go over to his channel, subscribe to it. Make sure to get notified every time he comes out with something new, because he's going to be showing you everything he learns on this dumper. It is an incredible program. All props go to Cake Sign over at Fearless, and I'll have the links for you down in the description. Also, if you would like my copy of the dumper, which I have all his best versions, I'll give you a link to that as well. I'll put that on my media fire. But for right now, I'm going to go over and to his channel, and I'm going to rewatch his vid one more time. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to be taking a look at Medieval Dynasty. This is an early access game, so there's still a lot of bugs in it right now. But I was just playing around in it. UE4 works great with it, and I just want to play around and see what all we can find. And basically what we're going to do is see if we can find a bunch of pointer addresses, and basically just to get some practice on it. And that's what we're going to be doing today. So I will be right back with you after these messages about our great sponsor, Guided Hacking. Hey guys, it's Chris Bate. I want to take a minute to thank Guided Hacking for sponsoring our channel. I'm sure most of you already know who they are, but GH truly is the best place to learn game hacking. Every question you could possibly ask has already been answered there at least a dozen times. When Ray bought the site several years ago, he read through every post and then designed a game hacking course which answers every one of these questions. His goal was to make game hacking as easy as possible without the need to constantly ask questions, and I think he's achieved that pretty well. The people that make tutorials there are very knowledgeable. It doesn't matter if you're a total beginner or a seasoned pro, they have tutorials for you. Guided Hacking has something to offer everyone. Games today are constantly evolving, so we have to learn to evolve with them. Whether you're interested in Android, Unity, Unreal Engine, or kernel drivers, they have tutorials on every topic. You can find my tutorials there as well as many other great game hacking instructors. All the closely guarded secrets most game hackers like keeping to themselves are available to you. Guided Hacking pulls the curtain back and opens the vault to let you in on all the treasures game hacking offers. Some of you may be hesitant because Guided Hacking is now a paid service, but you have to understand that GH is a massive educational resource, not a regular game hacking forum. If they took the Game Hacking Bible and put it on Udemy, they could easily charge $100 for it. Just a small donation of $5, you'll get access to all these tutorials, and that is nothing in the grand scheme of things. If you're serious about learning game hacking, believe me, it is a great investment. Rake and I met 5 years ago, and we've always done our best to support each other, so please check them out if you haven't already. I promise you won't regret it. Also, when you get there, make sure to tell them that Chris Bate from Cheat the Game said hello. Alright, I'm bringing it up right at the beginning of the game. This is right after the little intro scene. And like I say, this is early access, so it does have some bugs. You're going to be seeing these bugs as we go. Sometimes we lose clip, and sometimes we'll take off into the air. So please keep that in mind. Hopefully they'll get those fixed soon, the game devs will, and we can have a full-fledged game. It's really good so far. You got an unstuck feature, as well as you do have, I believe, some cheat options in the settings somewhere. No, maybe not. When I put on God mode, I believe it unlocked a bunch of different, like a debug menu. We're going to take a look at that. But this is it normally right here. So let's go in there. I want to see that. I just now noticed that, so let me show you what I'm talking about in a minute. So we'll go to resume right now, but what we want to do is I want to minimize this, and I want to go to my cheat engine. And this is my copy, like I said. If you want one of my copies, I I got the download link. It's at my media fire. It's just got the different version that Kate Son made as he upgraded. So, and I'm going to go ahead and use 6.6. Now, please understand that this dumper does not work on all Unreal Engine games. You got to play around with it. Sometimes you got to do some things to troubleshoot it. And Kraqur has all that on his channel, show you how to troubleshoot it. And sometimes, no matter what you do, it's just not going to work. So don't think it works for every one of them. It does not. However, it does work for a good majority of them. You just got to test it and see. I just don't know. But his channel will show you how to troubleshoot it. He'll get you up and started so you know exactly what you're doing and what you're looking for. It's great stuff. I mean, he's a really good teacher. So please go support him and subscribe to his channel and click the little bell icon to be notified when he comes up with new one. He's constantly working on this dumper. He's constantly playing around on it, learning new things minute by minute. And he contacts me right away. I said, well, dude, make a bid on it, man. People need to know this stuff. I don't need to do it. You do it. You know more what you're doing. So, and that's what he's doing. All right. So what we're going to do first is go ahead and tick Unreal Engine. And we got to, actually, what we need to do is attach Cheat Engine to the game, Chris. There we go. And we do want to keep the current code list. So now we tick this Unreal Engine. And if that don't work, then we have to go into Tools and troubleshoot it. But it does work for this game, so we don't need to do none of that. And this could take to a few seconds to a few minutes. So if it's constantly doing it, just let it do its thing, alright? And what we're wanting is right now we're wanting to try to find our health or anything associated with our character, and it found our player base right here automatically. So what we want to do is we want to copy that player base. Another thing we need to do is we need to tick this on. This is the structure dissect callback feature. And this will really come in handy when we're navigating dissect data. So what we want to do is click on memory view, bring your memory viewer up, go to tools, and we're going to go to dissect data structures. Paste in the player base, and what we want to do is define a new structure. It will automatically name it for you. Okay. Click OK, let it do its thing, and you'll see like in DN Spy, when we do mono games, it starts labeling stuff for us, as you can see. And it's just, I mean, you just have to go through here. It's got all kind of goodies and all kind of things in here. But right now, you just have to go in each one of these and just look around and play in it, because these may be named differently depending on the game. So please keep that in mind. Every game's different. So I've been playing around on it for a few hours now, and I know where to go now that I didn't at first. So it does require a little bit of hunt and peck. All right. So let's go ahead and Control F, and I want to put this in BP char, and we're going to go down to our character stats, our components right here, and that's at offset 560. And keep your offsets. If you're going into a pointer, make sure to write down your offsets. If you got a memory like I do, you'll need to write these down, so we know the first one is 560, because we're going to try to find some pointer paths to some good stuff. And now I'm going to click on the arrow, let it do its thing, and right off the bat I'm going to see if we can find health. So make sure you click on that. It'll start searching from there. Control F, and let's see if we can find health. And take a look here. We got max health, health decrease rate. This is how fast our health goes down. Take a look at this, our water. And you see here, that's our thirst rate right there. That little blue bar, that's how quick our water is going down. So what happens if I put that back up to 1? Oh, and it filled it back up. And as you can see here, it's already went through the ground when I changed something. So, and it does that. When you change a value or something that it doesn't agree with, it does this. So, but it's just this game. It doesn't do this in every game. So for right now, we're not worrying about the game. Let me just take a look at something right quick. Settings, gameplay. Okay, it's still not there. Okay, but there's some things I want you to take a look at, because we're going to be using some of these values, and then I'm going to restart the game and let it find this stuff. But what we need to do right off the bat is we need it to find. Oh, and it accidentally clipped that too. I'm going to see if I can get rid of that. I don't know why. It's like it automatically turns that on or something. I don't mean for it to. Alright. So what we need to do is we need to see if we can automatically look up our player base anytime we use it without having to do this all over again. It just finds any address we want it to. So what we're going to do is find out what accesses this address. Click on it. And find what accesses this address pointed by this pointer. Let's go back in the game. And you'll see a bunch of stuff. But what we want to do is we want to find one that only us is going through. Now, it may be a hard search, but just go through each one and usually you'll find one. And I believe this very first one does it. And you can actually do this from the debug menu. So right click it, and DarkBite has coded this in to find it right here. Find out what addresses this code accesses. I also want to thank Anon. He wrote these tips down for me in another vid in the comments. And like I say, anytime y'all got tips to help me and help everybody else out, please by all means share. And I want to thank him for doing that. It really taught me a lot. I need to go read these readmes when these cheat engines come out, but I never do, so that's my bad. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And you see right now, only we are going through it. So take a look at that. But like I say, I think it was just because I accidentally clicked on something. But it's been doing it to me a lot. I think it's just this game. But that's all we need. As long as we're the only one going through it, we can use that particular opcode. And it is. So we're going to do an injection copy. If you don't know how to do injection copies or understand injection copies, it's just a way Cheat Engine can look up our addresses for us. We just need to tell it what to look up. And I got a whole video all about injection copies, and I'll put that in the upper right hand corner. Go take a look at it, and I explain it step by step. I'm not going to be explaining it here. However, I am going to be explaining some new things that you can do in scripts. That's only available in 7.3. So you want to update to the newest cheat engine. I'll have that link for you in the description. It's cheatengine.org. So make sure you update it to 7.3 at the point of this video. And let's do an AOB injection. We're just going to call this pbase for player base. And I'm going to alloc new memory. And this is just to store our address. I'm going to alloc. And we're going to put base address, and we're going to allocate 8 bytes because it is a 64-bit game. So what you can do in the newer cheat engines, I believe 7.1 and up, is you don't have to rewrite register symbol anymore. You can just skip a space and put that in there. And if you got multiple allocs, now this is only available in 7.3. If you got multiple allocs and multiple symbols registered, you can unregister all of them by just putting a star in the parentheses, and you can dealloc everything by putting a star in the parentheses, and that deallocs everything and that unregisters everything. Now, this is only available in 7.3, so if you're using 7.2 or below, you're going to have to type them out or paste them out or whatever. This is only available in 7.3. So I want to thank DarkBite for his continued hard work on improving Cheat Engine, making our lives so much easier. We really appreciate it, pal. So let's go ahead and do that. And we got the base address, and we want to just give it a spot that we can store. And we're going to put define a keyword, since we are using a 64-bit game. It's using 64-bit addresses. That's all we need to do for that. And now we can just write our own script just to move into the base address. RDI is actually holding the base address. Now if you do not understand this, go take a look at that video on injection copies. I explain all of it. Okay. Alright, so assign that to the current cheat table. Everything looks okay. So we come down here, and we're just going to call this player base lookup. Okay, and just put a parentheses. You can do it up here if you want, or you can put it down here. Okay, you can do it either way, but I'm going to put it up here, And I'm going to show you how you can do multi-level pointers up here also. You know how to do multi-level. Most of you know how to do multi-level pointers down here. If you got a multi-level pointer, you just keep adding an offset. But up here, you can do it as well. Some people don't know that. And I'm going to show you how. Alright, so we got our base address, and that's all you really need. Just put the brackets around it. Put it underneath here. Let's turn it on and take a look. It found our player base right away, and you can check it with this one, 7480, 7480. And that's good. So let's go back to our dissect data. Did I already close that down? Nah, I did, didn't I? Okay. Well, that's no problem. We can bring it back up. Let's close this. We don't need that anymore. Go back to dissect data and structures. Let's place in our base address, the parentheses, and we can come back down to here, and it's the same information. And I forgot what offset was it again. 560. Okay, so come down here to 560, and I forgot where health was located, so we're going to have to find it again because I didn't write it down. And we see max health, health decrease rate. Well, let's have it find these addresses first. Let's have it find max health. So we know that that's the next pointer will be 47C. Alright. So what we want it to do is, first of all, let's copy this down one time and paste it. And we're going to use the second one. We're going to keep our player base for right now. We know it's a float value. And we need it to go to, what was those offsets again? 560 and 47C. So we need plus 560. Oops, I'm sorry. That's equals plus 560. Now, since the next offset, let me just do that, show you for a second. Since the next offset for max health is in a different structure, as you can see here, this is the first structure. This is a different structure. We got to label a different way. Some people will want to do this, and it's wrong. You're going to, don't know what that's doing up. Okay. Some people want to just put a plus 47C. That won't be correct. Let me show you why. Because you're adding 47C to this number, and it's adding all the way down this structure. To make it go into the new structure, you need to put brackets around this. This is letting Cheat Engine know this is in a totally new structure. You're starting at this offset, and now we're in a new structure. Now we need 47C, and that will be our max health. Does that make sense to everybody? And it's real easy to get all our addresses from here on out. So if we go down to 47C, let's see, where'd it go? There it is. We can get all these things. I mean, dirtiness, food decrease rate. All we need to do is just, let's copy and let's just paste it a few times. One, I'm using Control C, then Control V. Control V, Control V, Control V, Control V, Control V, and just go put in any offset you want. Just make sure that you copy down what it is. Make sure you get the value type correct, and you can have everything you want. Oh, I forgot to look at the offset. Sorry. Make sure you know the offset. 478 is food decrease rate, so we need to change that to 478, and that's the food decrease rate. If we put that to 0, we'll never get hungry, in other words. And if we want our health, it's 480. So just remember that's 480. Let's copy that. Go to the next one. And we just change that to 480. There's our health. And that's how to do it. Here's our health decrease rate. We want that one too. So click on it. And that was 484. No, that wasn't right. Yeah, it was. There it is. That's our health decrease rate. Alright. Look at, I mean, just look at all these we're getting. Also down here is something really cool. God mode. We definitely want that, right? And that was it. 500. And that's a flag value. Take a look. It's just a flag value, and it's a byte. So make sure you look at your value type, because I had it on float, and it is a byte. Okay. Make sure that you know flag values are usually bytes. And that'll be a 1. Turn that on. Looks like we got a God mode now. If we turn that on, what else do we want? Let's see. Stamina increase rate. Max stamina, on stamina change. Stamina, regular stamina starts at a float value 1. This is when stamina is increasing. Like when you stop to rest, that's how fast it increases. We can change that to 1. It'll automatically fill up. Sprint stamina decrease rate. We definitely would like to have that one. Put that at 0 and it won't go down at all. And that's set 4B4. 4 Bravo 4. Alright. So 4 Bravo 4. Don't look like that worked. Oh. My bad. I'm sorry. There we go. And let's just grab one more, and then we're going to go test it. What else? What else do we want? Let's just. Do we have? Yeah, we already have food and everything. We have. Do we have water? No, we don't have water decrease rate. That's 48C. Let's do water decrease rate. All right, change that one. Look at the offset, Chris. 48C. Alright, 48C, and that will be our water decrease rate. We can change these to 0. I have infinite stamina, infinite health. Now, and you can go through here and you can just find all kind of stuff. I mean, it's just amazing what all you can find. You get, look, you got hungry, thirsty, cold, overheating. And I'm sure those will go up. Poison decrease. I mean, look at all you can have. And it's just amazing. You can have just many, many pointers. But will it be able to find it if we bring the game back up? Well, let's test it. Because we know all the addresses will change. So let's bring it back up. Actually, let's put it in a new cheat engine. I don't like using it in the same one. So let's just copy this. And let's just get rid of that for a minute. I'm not saving anything. And we'll bring up a new cheat engine. Let's attach that one to the game. I don't want to load my associated table. And we're just going to paste in what we just did. All that. And let's see if it looks it up. Let's just start a new game. Start game. Let's bypass that. Now I like to wait till the game fully loads up before I go turning codes on. So that's a good practice. I recommend doing that. All right, let's kind of move around a little bit. Let's do some stuff, and then let's go turn our codes on. And let's see if it looks it up. Boom. Take a look. We got everything. Max health. We got all this mess. We got our God mode. Running. And we'll be able to find other stuff too. How to increase your run rates and things like that. Kraqur shows you how to do that on another one of his vids. He shows you how to jump higher and also run faster. I did not put it in this vid because he's already showed it. And I want you to go over there and watch how he did it. And it's really good stuff. But, you know, this is just me playing around with the UE4 dumper. I mean, it's a really good tool. Like I said, don't work for every single game. Go to Kraqur's channel. He'll show you step by step how to use it, what everything is for. It's really good stuff. I mean, he really takes you by the hand. I went through it. That's how I was able to do this, you know. So he does a really good job of showing you. So please go over there, give him some support, and also go to Fearless and give Kate Son a good like at the Fearless there for his hard work in this. So we really do appreciate it. I want to thank our great sponsors, Guided Hacking, right quick. Rake, I really appreciate it, brother. So please go over to Guided Hacking. They got everything you ever want to know about game hacking on there. It's there. Any question you may have about it, it's there. Also, I want to thank our wonderful partners. These are our Patreon partners. If it wasn't for these guys, I'd have to pull up shop a long time ago. I want to say a special thank you to Jerry. He's our top donator for this month. I really appreciate it, brother. I couldn't make it without any of you, and CTG would have had to pull up a long time ago if it wasn't for you all. These people give every month, and I really appreciate it. It really helps CTG prosper and grow. It's growing because of you guys, and it's also growing because you come out and support the videos. You come out and watch them, place likes on them. It really helps CTG out. We really do appreciate it. We care about each and every one of you, and anything that we learn new or so we discover, we want to share with you guys, because we want your game hacking experience to be a great one. We want you to have fun, and we want you to enjoy the content. Alright guys, I'm out of here. You all take care. Keep on hacking. Most importantly, please enjoy yourself. That's really what it's all about. You cheat the game, fellas, because believe me, it doesn't mind cheating you. You all take care now.